everything else. Okie dokie. Alright.
Oh.
So this here's how much feet he's in. This here is your grade. Remember when I told you need a downward slope? You always want to have that at a negative number, like that orange number that it is now.
So we're immediately dropping into a cast iron pipe. Now here's the stuff that's running under the foundation.
Mm.
Let's see. There we go. So we got a little bit of standing water right here. Now we're going fully underwater. So granted, we do have negative slope, like Andrew mentioned. The reason it's very common to see a pipe full of water when you're in a cast iron pipe. Cast iron piping, when it was freshly installed, when homes were built, it was packed on dirt with grade. But with us being in Colorado and the home being 40 years old, that dirt's kind of settling, and as the pipe is settling with it, the pipe kind of flattens out like this, and that's how the water begins to just sit on that pipe. So with the water sitting on the pipe, that's going to cause you blockages in the future. So we're coming back upstream now. You kind of see this little dark black section right here that's at the bottom of the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we call a channel. That's where that water is starting to put its damage on this iron. It's really starting to embed into the pipe, and that's going to lead to what's called channel rotting. It's where water rots away at the bottom of the cast iron. So you see how we're kind of coming back down now, and we're dropping into more water. So again, that's what that channel does. It kind of makes the pipe like a roller coaster going up and down.
Oh, okay.
So we're coming back out again. You can kind of see the camera. It's just kind of like bopping up and down.
It's the camera head.
Oh, I see.
So we're getting ready to take a drop. Why we're taking a big drop like this, we shouldn't.
It's like a hill.
Again, this is the damage from this water causing the pipe to start channel rotting. We do have a little bit of some toilet tissue that's hanging out right here.
Some cilantro.
We're going back to the pipe holding water. We're fully underwater again. All this stuff that looks like glitter floating around in the pipe, that's just fecal and toilet tissue that's slowly breaking apart. We're starting to slowly come back up again. We are taking a turn. And look at this river we're going back into.
Holy
So
moly.
right here, this is where we transition outside of the home. The shade of green in the distance that you see, that's the pipe that goes outside. That pipe is called SDR35. What that means is a very high dense plastic. That's why they put it outside, because it's rated to be underground. However, our connection seems to be a problem right here. So we want to see ideally a connection like this, like nice and seamless, butted up against each other. It looks like this SDR, we're just kind of shooting in and dropping. And see how my camera head's kind of getting stuck right here? That's the camera head hitting the bottom lip of the pipe. So that lets us know those connections aren't sealed, that connection is faulty. So what can happen with a faulty connection like this, you see how there's water sitting right up against the bottom of the pipe? What will happen from here, that water will seep into the earth around it, and it'll start saturating that soil. If that soil gets saturated enough, that soil will give way to mud, and there will be no soil to support the pipe, so that pipe will drop and leave you with a collapsed sewer line. So that's definitely a concerning
And is
section
this
right
the
here.
feet out?
Right
from
now
here?
we're 37 feet, so we're just exiting the home, entering your yard. That's where this is going to be if we were to locate it. See if I can get over it. There we go. So this white portion right here, this is a PVC fitting to connect pieces of pipe together.
Mm-hmm.
PVC is another type of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's rated to be under the ground. That's why we use it.
I wish my son were here to see it. Is there a video you can send him of this, or?
We can provide you with a video. There is a charge to it though.
Oh, is there?
Yes, ma'am.
How much?
It's $1.99 for a video.
Oh, wow.
So, at 45 feet here, we're leaving a dry pipe, and we're entering a bed of water. Now, we shouldn't have a bed of water in the pipe if it has proper grade. And you can see right here, we're flat, and we're starting to encounter a positive grade. So with us encountering a positive grade, that's indicating to us that the pipe's no longer going downhill, it's starting to point uphill. And water flows downhill, so if it's going uphill, it makes sense that you see the water just stuck right here. And again, we're just in a pipe full of water. We shouldn't see the water in the system. The only time you should see water in your system is when you're running water through it. A little speck of toilet paper is hanging out on the camera lens. Let's see if we can get rid of it. We are taking a drop here at 57 feet. Just pay attention to the camera. You see how we're just kind of like jumping down?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another area where that pipe is starting to shift from that soil giving way, and it's just diving down. And we're going back into another pool of water. So when you have these areas where the pipe's holding water and it's going positive, we call that a belly because there's no soil supporting the pipe when it has positive grade. So that pipe kind of drops and just kind of sags, kind of like a belly. So you have all that water.
Should I get my son on the phone while you're telling me all this, or?
You're more than welcome to.
Okay.
I would recommend it just because earlier I spoke to him. We did promise him we'll give him an update.
Hello?
They're here. You want to talk to them?
Sure.
Okay, I have you on speaker.
Okay. How you doing, Aaron? My name's Ashton with AAA Service. I'm actually scoping the line as we speak right now, and I just wanted to... Your mom wanted me to give you some updates of what we're finding.
Okay.
Okay, so what I found, my camera right now is 67 feet out. I'm utilizing the clean out in the basement bedroom closet. That's where I'm scoping from. So what I found, there's roughly 37 feet of cast iron. Within the cast iron, the pipe is starting to channel rot, and there's a section where the cast iron is flat, and where it's flat, the pipe's fully capacitated with water.
Okay.
So at 38 feet, we switched to SDR. The connection from the cast iron to the SDR is pulling apart. The connection's not proper. You can see dirt and soil starting to make its way into the sewer system. Going forward after that, the pipe is like a roller coaster. There's multiple bellies throughout.
Oh, God. Okay.
So right now I'm at 67 feet. The pipe's out of water, but as we pull back to 60 feet, that's where a belly ends. So from 60 to 67, the pipe is dry, and I haven't made it past 67. I'll keep you on here, and I'll start pushing forward.
Want me to run some water?
Is there a sink on this level?
There's a toilet and a whole bathroom down here.
Yeah, let's flush a toilet on this level.
Well, I'll...
One in the cup.
We're trying to run some water. The camera's getting held up at 70 feet. There's roughly, this is turn 4, I believe. Okay, so at 73 feet, the pipe's back underwater. And it's displaying +3 as far as slope goes. At 78 feet, we come out of water again. And the tap is at 87 feet, and from 78 feet to the tap, the line is dry.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is there any questions that I